In the sunny city of Verona, two families, the Montagues and the Capulets, had been locked in a feud. That morning, in a square near the market, the tension between the servants of both houses was about to erupt. Samson and Gregory, two servants of the Capulet household, strolled through the square with a challenging air. Samson boasted of his loyalty to the Capulets and his readiness to fight any Montague who crossed his path. As they talked, two servants of the Montagues appeared in the square. Recognizing them, Samson and Gregory exchanged knowing glances. It was the moment to show their bravery. Samson approached the newcomers and, in a provocative tone, said, "Good morning, gentlemen. Would you have a sharpening stone? My sword is a bit dull, and I'd like to use it to cut Capulet heads." The Montague servants responded with equal sarcasm. Soon, words turned into insults and insults into shoves. The tension rose like a wave about to break, and in a matter of seconds, the swords gleamed under the sun. The fight spread quickly. Citizens passing through the square ran for shelter, while others came closer to watch the scuffle. Amidst the clamor of clashing swords and the shouts of the fighters, the square turned into chaos. Suddenly, Benvolio, a nephew of Montague, appeared. Seeing the scene, he rushed towards the men and tried to separate them, yelling, "Stop! Lower your weapons! Don't you know that the prince has forbidden these fights?" But his words fell on deaf ears. At that moment, Tybalt arrived, a cousin of Juliet and a member of the Capulets. Seeing Benvolio with his sword drawn, he assumed he had started the fight and lunged at him. Benvolio tried to explain himself, but Tybalt was not willing to listen. The fight intensified, and more men from both families joined the tumult. The square filled with screams, swords, and blood. The uproar reached the ears of Prince Escalus, who quickly came to the scene accompanied by his guards. With a firm and authoritative voice, the prince ordered the hostilities to cease. "Enough!" exclaimed the prince. "This is the third time in a week that your quarrels disturb the peace of Verona. If you raise your arms again in my city, you will pay with your lives. Get out of here!" The men, ashamed and fearful, obeyed and dispersed. The square fell silent, but the tension between Montague and Capulet remained, like an ember that refused to go out.